Hello everyone, this is Mike. Welcome to my channel, Mike the Tech Savvy. I have here in front of me my Pixel 3a, and today I will be talking about Android 11 or Android R, or I guess these are the two names that are used for now. So I've installed the first developer preview on this Pixel 3a, and I will show it to you a bit, and I will also discuss the details and the most important features that it brings, plus a general timeline of Android. So let's boot it up, and in the meantime I can start my review. Usually sometime in March Android pushes the developer preview for the next Android iteration. In 2020 it looks like they were a bit early to the game. They released the first Android developer preview for Android 11 on the 19th of February. So we will now have 3 developer previews, one in February, which is this one in March, and one in April. We will have a couple of beta releases in May and June, and finally sometime in Q3 we will have the final release of Android 11. The device is booted up. You can definitely see the information here that the device is running a pre-release version of Android. Just tap OK. What's really important to note is that the general interface hasn't been changed at all. Everything is basically exactly as it was beforehand, just that now you can see here R. In the past we had 10, and you can see the build number as well. Let me just show you a couple of details in settings. There you go, Android version R, security patch level March, and build number, as you can see right here. I gave it a quick look and everything looks very similar to the previous Android 10, which is quite an important thing to note. There are no major UI differences between this and the early iteration. If you want to install it, you will need a Pixel 2, 3, 3a or 4 to test it out, and you will need to sideload it. You cannot really install it over the air. For now it's called Android 11. Here we have R written. Probably this is only for development purposes. In the end it will be called Android 11, and that will be the end of it. This release includes some system-wide updates, like improved support for foldable phones, a better 5G connection overall, better high efficiency video support, something like a new version of the neural engine used by Google, and some other minor stuff, but mostly under the hood. It's really nice that we still have, just like in Android 10, we still have the live captions, which is amazing. I really believe that every phone should have this. It's really useful, and you can definitely make use of it in certain scenarios. Google has now also introduced something called dedicated conversation section in the notification shade. So basically, if Google thinks that a notification is from a human, it will prioritize it somehow. It's quite nice. You also have the chat bubbles in the Messages app. You have bubbles just like Facebook Messenger has. And one more thing, you can now tweak location a bit more. So now you will be able to grant a one-time location access to an app instead of granting it whenever the app is used. Also, there are a bunch of new security improvements as well, but probably everything is under the hood, so it's not really that impressive for the normal user. This is a pretty small update from a visual standpoint, but if you ask me, Android in its 10th iteration was pretty mature. You couldn't really say that it needed some important updates, and that it doesn't have them, or at least that you can get them through the Play Store, which is filled with apps of any kind. You can definitely find almost anything here. It's nice that the developer preview also has Android Auto, which is incredible. You don't really need anything else in the car. You can use everything from your phone straight into the car's multimedia display. One extra thing that you now get, or at least you get it in this developer preview, is the screen recording, and the previous Android 10 didn't have it. And now you can very easily record your screen straight from the Android operating system without installing anything else. You can pause the screen recording, you can resume it, you can cancel the whole screen recording. Let's just do a test one. I guess it will now start. Yes. Let's record for a couple of seconds. Okay, and now let's stop it. There you go. It's really nice and really fluid. Of course, just like Android 10, you have the dark mode, the dark theme, which is sometimes a bit more gray than black. And on this AMOLED, you will definitely need a black one, but still, I guess it's more than nothing. This is a pretty early version of what we will get with Android 11. So take everything with a pinch of salt. We don't really know what's coming. Of course, I will definitely keep you posted on the future developer previews and on future betas and everything. So stay tuned for it. Overall, I found it pretty stable and I didn't get any weird issues with it. But still, I wouldn't suggest you to use it as a daily driver. That is for certain. If you want to install it on your own Pixel device, I will leave a link in the description where you can download the images and install them straight on your phone. You will need to have Android 10 cleanly installed on your device, and afterwards, by using ADB, you can simply double click the flash all bat file and it will bring you to this. Just take into account that it will completely wipe your device. You can edit that file and upgrade without wiping, but I wouldn't suggest this. Anyway, I wouldn't actually suggest using it as a daily driver, so of course it should be okay if you install it on a spare phone. This was my first look at the Android 11. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please do press the thumbs up button. If you liked it and you'd like to see more similar videos in the future, also press the subscribe button, which will be displayed right here in the bottom left part. Thank you so much for watching this video. Of course, if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. This was Mike the Tech Savvy. Until next time.